in the palm groves of Memphis. By Ameen Rihani. Read for LibriVox.org. The calm scene comes robed in the Libyan sands, veiled in the haze of June, armed with Sahara's serpent-wreathed brands, shod with the sun and moon. Swift winging in a cycloramic flame, of Typhon born, unseeing and untame, she comes her reign of terror to proclaim, while crowning day and night with all the blazonry of tropic noon. She claps her iridescent wings, and lo! the rolling heat, tremulous, reverberant, aglow, sibilant, fleet, sweeps over the land with unabating ire, devouring spring's heritage entire, setting the very pyramids afire, engulfing even the turtle's shelter and the turtle-dove's retreat. Alas, where are the roses which the prime of summer share with the sesame, the myrtle, and the thyme in meadows fair? Where is the sacred lotus and the bloom of cumin and mimosa, whose perfume once filled the shrine of Isis and her tomb? Where is the pomegranate flower that shone in Cleopatra's hair? Where is the riant beauty of the land of mystic runes that decorates its shimmering robes of sand with emerald moons? Where are the emerald shelters, desert bound, that with the prayer of caravans resound? Where is the desert trail, the watering ground, that murmurs low of lost oases amidst the fast dissolving dunes? Where is the caravan that yesternight, to the merry sound of bells, set out of the city of delight to Nubia bound? Where is the Nubian caravan that late passed heavy laden through Dendera's gate, speeding to reach the city for the fate when gold and silver freely flow, when Allah's bounties abound? Where is the crested lark, the golden thrush of the sacred grove, which made the sensitive acacia blush and bloom with love? Where has the bearded bustard fallen? Where is Ibis, once the pet of Hermes fair, nursing his purple wings and his despair? Where is the red flamingo hiding? Where's the house of the turtle dove? Across the welkin, like a shadow cast upon a cloud, but one undaunted dips his black wings in the blast and rears anon his form against the rushing winds. Alone the vulture hovers around the flame-draped throne of death, and over the palms that rock and moan, peering through the desolation, staring at the laughing sun. And Khamsin, in her chariot of fire, upon which clings the moult of her unsatiable desire, delirious sings, and shakes the harvest from her tangled hair. The sesame seeds, the grasses sere, the tare, the golden tassels which the rushes wear, the purple feathers of the ibis, and the swallow's shriveled wings. She shakes her booty from her sapphire tresses in gleeful guile, as she in passing savagely caresses the crouching Nile, while everywhere, within her sight or call, along its banks or in its rushes tall, all things are swooning in her leaden thrall. Yea, prostrate is the salamander, prostrate is the crocodile. And when at intervals her madness takes a sudden turn, a lull ensues, and over Egypt breaks the sacred urn of silence, while to quench her ancient thirst, which licked up every running stream and cursed every pool in cave or hollow nursed, she plunges deep into the Nile and wonders why his waters burn. And wonders, too, when in the winnowed sands, out of the gloom of labyrinthine avenues and lands of mystic bloom, arise the scents of blossoms that have known 10,000 calm scenes, and were often blown to dust ere Menes sat upon his throne, the blossoms of the teeming depths that float above the crest of doom. Yea, and in the scattered dust of Ptah, the flawless gleam that once shone in the fane of Amen Ra would fain redeem from darknesses of immemorial time, which swallowed Thebes and Memphis in their prime, the symbol of a heritage sublime, and light again the sacred temple of the world's eternal dream. For though the earth itself should perish in a flaming pyre, and the wasting sun should like a spider spin his cobwebs of fire, yet in the serdabs under Khamsin's feet, around the blue of Osiris's judgment seat, is this which glyphs vermilion repeat: the sun of thought, of faith, of God shall never expire, shall never expire. Albeit in a mocking gust she veers into the gloom that knows nor time nor sun, nor ever hears the voice of doom. And rifling the bejeweled gods, she drops the veil of splendor from her howdah's tops, and rocks in state from Karnak to Cheops, to tramp the dust of Pharaoh's pride, to smite the phantom of his tomb. But mocking Khamsin, when her mood is spent, lulls the morn in luscious breezes swooning with the scent of love reborn. Caressing winds, the tree senescent grows in you as young and fruitful, and the rose upon the bistre lips of Rameses blows, whispering of things immortal to the wondering seed and the reed forlorn. She passes in phantasmagoric waves over shifting dunes, through shattered orbs, beyond the barren caves of mouldering moons, while the antique youth, the sun, as young today as when the cricket first essayed her lay, across the flood of Nilus makes his way, and with him weaves for Egypt wondrous summer garlands and galloons. And lo, the calm scene of the world in flames of crimson hue and clouds of vitriolic dust proclaims the era new. But through the storm a spirit wings his flight across the phosphorescent gulfs of night, and this upon the rising sun doth write: God liveth, yea, God liveth still, and man shall nothing rue.
End of poem. This recording is in the public domain.